So hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be giving away those 3 shirts to those top 3 My Photo 2020 challenge. My 2020 photo challenge, whichever one it was. To everyone who participated, thank you very much for doing so. There will be more in the future. There will be more shirt giveaways, there'll be more camera giveaways, all that kind of stuff. So today we're going to announce those top 3 winners from this most recent challenge. Then I will be contacting you that info, and I will be shipping those out as soon as that order comes in. Hopefully it's in a week or 2. We will see. If you would like to order that shirt anyways, you still can do so on my website. I will link that down below. Just go to that link and you can pre-order your shirt as well. So first, let's talk about what's on my workbench. So I actually started dabbling in the camera repair stuff about 2 years ago, and it's been a slow process. I haven't fully jumped in or dedicated a lot of time to it just because I have so much going on. But gradually I have gotten better and better, and just done some research, watched a lot of videos online, got into some forums and things like that to kind of learn more about this because I really do enjoy it, and there's very few people who know how to do this kind of stuff anymore, and those repairs can be expensive. So I figured it'd be a cool hobby, and if I can learn how to do it, I could probably get some good deals on cameras and use those skills to fix these up and kind of save some money on the purchasing end, since we all know I have that problem. So first up, I just finished a few repairs, and the first one is this little Ricoh 500 right here. This is the silver edition. Now, I've actually never held one of these before until I got this, and it is a very interesting camera. So you have the film advantage, which is this lever here. And so you just that's actually pretty fun too. So the advanced lever is on the film base plate slash back of the door. So the door comes off, this lever is just there, and that's what advances the film through the bottom of the camera there. Very interesting idea. It's different for sure, and I kind of like it. I actually really like it. It's much more convenient to have it there than it is to have it up top, in my personal opinion, especially with the fact that I'm left-handed, so I look through it over here instead of over here like other people, where you can just kind of look there and rotate there. I'm over here, so I can't really do that with my face in the way. So this is actually nice. So when I got this body, the focus pull here had completely seized up. The oil and greases and the lubricant that is used on those joints had completely seized. So that was an absolute pain to get in there, kind of scrape out what I could, and then use some cleaning materials and stuff, and kind of get that moving. But now it is actually really smooth. Fix that, and then inside the shutter blades were soaked in some other substance, old oil or something, I don't know. And then some springs, screws, and tension rods had been moved around and causing the shutter to not function properly. But all that is back up and running. It's cleaned, it's good to go, and it is working just fine now. And then right behind that, I have another Ricoh 500, all black. So these are actually sent to me by the same person, Kevin Lucido _ on Instagram. So thank you to Kevin for trusting me to repair these bodies. I managed to do it. So he was unfortunate enough to purchase both of them with similar issues. The focus pull was working fine. However, the advanced lever on the bottom had slipped. The gears and everything in the base plate had kind of shifted and come off focus, and it was kind of gunked up. And then inside here, there's actually still a set screw missing, so I'm going to have to source one of those somewhere, or just hope it doesn't fall off. And then, of course, inside, because that set screw had come off, the springs and that kind of thing's arm had come loose and kind of shifted, and so things weren't catching properly, forcing the shutter to just not be functional. But once I got all up and running, it seems to be working just fine. Shutter button's still a little sticky. I gotta take the top off and fix that. But other than that, function-wise, it's working great. Now next up, I've had this for a while and just haven't gotten around to fixing it, but I've decided I'm going to knock this out because I really want this to be the lens that I use on the future camera that I intend on building. This, and I think I have one other option that would be a good one, but this is the prime one that I want to use. This is a Rodenstock Apo Ronar, whatever you want to call it. This is the 300mm f9, and this is the shutter for that lens. This is a large format lens, so That's my hesitation using it for a camera, is because I'd have to be pretty big. Probably need to go with something more medium format or smaller. On the smaller side, I have large format so I can make it handheld, which is what I'd like to do. But look at the aperture there. That's nice, but you get the point. That's nice. So this I'm working on. Of course, here's the rear element there. It's a big piece of glass. So hoping to get that wrapped up in the next couple of days or so. Hit a bit of a snag. I think I'm going to take it apart and use the ultrasonic cleaner or something like that to get things moving properly again. But yeah, it's been a long way getting to this point. It's not something you just dive right into. You kind of slowly put your toes in the water and work into it. And of course, if you're going to start doing this, don't start with anything that's very nice or that you're worried about ruining, because odds are you will probably ruin it, especially if you're just starting out. It was a long way getting to this point, especially without resources. Other stuff I've been working on. I was working on a Rolly previously, and then I have the Mamiya Secor lenses. I have the Mamiya press lenses, which I repaired those that was a while ago. I have one, of course, on my Goodman Zone over here, and then I have another one on the Mamiya press camera, which I'm going to try out here soon, and hopefully do a video on that, because those cameras, they're very interesting. Big, they're medium format, they're pretty cool, and I plan on doing a video on that soon. Other stuff I'm going to be doing is going to be mixing in some video material as well, not just film photography. I really do enjoy video content. That's the fact that I make these videos, but I enjoy doing more creative, different stuff with it as well. So I'm going to be mixing that in as well. So you're going to see some stuff coming up soon, different concepts and different product type stuff that I'm going to do that I've been working on here lately. Another video that I've been doing is kind of my 2020 video challenge, not so much my 2020 photo, but my 2020 video. Still working out the details, still working out what kind of scripting or whatever I'm going to do for it, but I have been kind of assembling some footage and kind of put together a timeline, so I'm going to show you just a little bit of preview of that right here. That has taken a lot of time and effort, but I've really enjoyed it. Really kind of pushed me to try some different creative transitions and outlets, and just kind of incorporating different things and just kind of making this footage work together, since it was not at all intended for that in the first place. So all this stuff has kind of eaten up my time, and then also I've been working on a book for several years now, which I still have yet to finish. So I wanted to wrap that up by the end of this year, and I'm still trying to do so. But as you can imagine, trying to do all of this stuff at the same time just kind of eats away at your time. So I am running behind schedule. So if I miss a few weeks here in the next couple of months, I apologize. It's because of everything you've just seen. But without further ado, let's get into the giveaway winners for the My 2020 Photo Challenge. So first off, coming in hot is Barrett Bear Baker. Barrett Bear Baker took this photo. I believe he said it was in New York. It's awesome photo. I love this. And what makes it even better is the fact that it is in New York. Because in New York, you know, I'm thinking the streets are crowded. You got taxis, cars everywhere, packed. New York I see is the place with no privacy. There's people everywhere. In this photo, he managed to capture just a single guy walking across a crosswalk. This is going to be either sunrise or sunset, I'm not sure which one, but you get that long shadow of that single figure walking across the street. And that, to me, is a big statement of 2020, especially with how bad New York was hit and it's everything. It's just shut down. There's nobody on the streets, just this one single guy walking across. So this was a very powerful photo to me, and I really liked this one. So props to you, Barrett. I appreciate you submitting that photo for the challenge. I'll be reaching out and getting your shirt size and everything, address as well, of course, so that I can ship you this thing. So that is first place. Second place is going to be going to Hey Jake Johnson on Instagram. So Jake submitted this photo. This is actually on film. according to Jake, with the Canon FX, which I'm not familiar with using. I'm assuming it's similar to like the old Canon TX, which if so makes it even more impressive because it's pre-Canon AE1 program and with all the light meter features and stuff. So I believe this camera would have used, if anything, one of those old Mercury batteries with just the needle for light meter. I think the shutter speed goes up to 500. Think like Minolta SRT, only not as advanced, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, I say that, and then now it's probably some Canon from the 90s with full light meter and auto winding and all that stuff, but whatever. Anyway, so he has this black and white photo, this young guy, which I don't think he knows, which makes it even better because taking pictures of strangers is not easy. But I just love how that line goes across between the shadows and the highlights, just goes down his face, down his shoulder. That eye is like tack sharp, so he nailed the focus. And just the lighting here and just how it kind of flows and just draws you in right there is very well done. Almost looks like they're in an airport or something, I'm not sure. So yes, solid photo by Hey Jake Johnson. Thank you for participating in the My Photo 2020 challenge. So third place is going to be Analog Meter. Now again, there were a lot of submissions. I appreciate you all for entering. Great, and people wearing a mask or anything was not part of that criteria. These are just the ones that I felt were the most impactful for a 2020 photo challenge. I mean, with this photo, it's a restaurant, which as we know, restaurants were shut down and then they've been struggling pretty much ever since to try and get back up to normal because of all the lockdowns and quarantines and everything like that. But this photo, you have this lady in a mask. It looks like she is probably smiling. You never can tell anymore. If not, she's trying to remain hopeful, something like that. But you have the to-go food right there. It makes you say restaurant, of course. And you have the window, the takeout window. And I love how the window is kind of cutting off just the top of her forehead there. It kind of creates that separation, creates that distance, which 2020, of course, has been known for. And then, of course, you're in the takeout window. So again, you can only get so close. She's not sitting down inside, not eating at a table. It's only getting to go, since that was such a big thing for a long time. And then she's got that slight tilt in her head too, which I think kind of accents it well as well. So another great photo, and that is our third place winner. So thank you to everyone who contributed. I will be reaching out to those winners to get your shirt sizes, address, and everything, and I will get those shipped out. I will be doing more giveaways. Of course, I will be doing more contests eventually, soon, more cameras, shirts, other stuff. Got a lot of stuff in the works, as I've just told you. So make sure you keep checking in to watch these videos. I'm looking towards the 10K mark, which I know I'm a bit a ways away from, but once I get there, I definitely want to do something bigger, so be aware of that. Of course, that is not the reason why I do these videos, but it is nice. I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe if you are not, and make sure you share this video with someone else who is into film photography, video, travel, or just kind of anything we go over, or just watching another guy talk in front of camera. So that is going to wrap it up for this video, and I will see you in, the next video.